good family. Brandon loves sports TV. In this case, Brandon loves wrestling TV. Let's talk some pro wrestling. I've been watching WWE probably the last 3 years, like real strong. So like the resurgence, like the insurgence of the bloodline, and Lee Rose and Drew McIntyre. Now CM Punk is back. I like what they're doing. But one of my favorite wrestlers is Bron Breakker, because I was a huge fan of his father, Rick Steiner, Scott Steiner. I love his in-ring wrestling ability. I love his talent. I love what he stands for. I think he's great. I know he makes his father proud and the Steiners proud. And a guy like that is great for pro wrestling. The only issue is I think that Bron Breakker needs to be repackaged. And if they don't do it right now, he's going to eventually fizzle out. And I'm going to tell you what I mean by that. He's playing the wrong character. Bron Breakker he's a tweener. He's supposed to be, I guess he's supposed to be a heel or whatever, but to me he's not a heel. He's a tweener. Acting like a heel, playing the role of a heel. But that's only going to go for so long. What you have to do is you're going to have to go either all in as a baby face or all in as a heel with a guy like that. I'm going to tell you how I would book him, whether he's a face or a heel. Let's start with baby face, since that's what he looks like and that's the way he's being perceived right now by the fans at least. As a baby face, he can keep the same look he got now, same dominance. That's how I would start off first anyway as a baby. Eventually he's going to turn face and he's going to be cheered. So, to me, the way he's booked now is right on par for being a babyface, because he's that new age babyface where the old school heels, that the old school babyface is like all them guys like Brad Armstrong and Barry Windham and the Rock and Roll Express, Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty and all that kind of stuff, where the good guys slapping hands to the fans, kissing babies and all that stuff. I would keep him exactly like he is. The dominance of those spears, everything about the spears. So basically what you got to do, you got to book him like Bill Goldberg. That's what you got to do. What's up, man? I see you, man. Ted, what's going on, man? Yeah. If he's a heel, I'm going to show you. I'm going to get to that in a minute. Bron Heyman guy, but let me cook for a minute. Bron Breakker as a good guy, I wouldn't, just don't change nothing. Just keep him exactly like he is. Like he's just that. Bill Goldberg, Brock Lesnar when he's a nice guy, that kind of dude, kind of the Roman Reigns when he was a big dog, kind of like that. But the thing about Bron Breakker, he got good mic skills. Like he's real good on the mic, and he looks like his father. Visually, in the face, he looks like Scott Steiner. Like he acts like Scott Steiner, looks like Scott Steiner, but visually in the ring, he's Rick, because he's a big muscle guy, don't really have a six pack. And he's not as ripped as his uncle was, but his attitude is Scott Steiner. The ring style is more Rick Steiner to me. So I would ride that way. Let him get big as a baby face, get over the gets all the like. But what you got to do to make him the top star, make him do his face run first. Like he's the hero. Let him take on the bloodline. Let him take on Judgment Day, let him take on, some of the biggest heel stables that are a threat, and where you get like, oh man, Bron Breakker overcame all those guys, like Bill Goldberg used to take out the NWO back in the day, like doing like that. But eventually you're gonna get to the heel turn, and when he turns heel, you gotta abandon Rick Steiner, man. You gotta get rid of them onesie things, singlets or whatever you call them, and you got to go to first thing I would do, I'd make Bron Breakker lose some weight. He's not fat, but I'd make him get ripped like Rick Scott Steiner. You gotta change his personality. You gotta make him more cocky, kind of like how he is now. But he don't talk enough. He's Goldberg. Let's just tell it to you. He's Goldberg right now. Take him off the Goldberg. Make him wear when he's just in the street clothes. Make him be like a real cocky kind of dude. That guy when you go to the gym, you got that guy lifting all those heavy weights, talking out loud and dropping the weights on the floor. Make him a little bit more like I'll make him walk around with a no shirt on. So that way you can see his like his six pack on. Make him interact with the fans more. Like shut up when I'm talking. You know that type of dude. You know, no shirt on, six pack, hoop earring in one ear, and having chewing some gum like you know, and make him like beat up on like little innocent dudes like the size of Rey Mysterio. Like man, I will break you. I'm Bron Breaker for a reason. I will freaking break. Do you not realize? Do you know who you? I'm a freak. Look at these muscles. Now you couldn't even, you can't tie my shoelaces. So get out of my ring when I'm talking. I'm gonna give you seconds to get out of this ring. Now I would take a little bit of old school Paul Orndorff. I would take a little bit of Triple H in there. Batista more than anybody. That's who I would I would build him completely on Batista, man. And be like, just like, and Lex Luger back in the day where he was a bad guy, and like 89, 90, that kind of thing. Maybe do a angle where he turns on his dad, yeah. Uncle, yeah, like I wouldn't turn him on Scott. But Scott Steiner was a bad guy. It would be more dramatic if he turned on Rick Steiner. That's good. That's a good one right there. And then just be like, and then when he get in the ring, he's dressed more like Scott Steiner. He ain't wearing no singlet no more. He got shorts on or some pants and no top, just all like with the six pack showing. Now he's trimmer now, earrings, and he just he's so much muscle. I mean, talking about make his muscles even bigger, but they're like no like have a six pack there. Man, that dude, man, he can still do the spear. That'd be his finisher, but he's not gonna come to the ring real fast. He's not gonna be running down the aisle, running around the sides of the ring, spearing nobody. Slow down his ring style, make it more vicious in the ring. And then just make Bron Breakker be who Bron Breakker really is in real life, I believe. I don't doubt that he's a nice guy. I'm sure he's a nice guy, but he's the type of dude, like, don't cause problems with it. Like, you don't want to have a road race there with Bron Breakker. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of dude you don't want to really mess with. Serious, man. Now, he likes to have fun, but he's serious. He can really break you, literally, though. And make him be like the breaker, like more Bron Breakker, like he's more vicious, and he's more cocky at the same time. I would have a female with him, you know what I'm saying, some women around him, maybe Paul Heyman, like somebody mentioned in the comment section. You know, now you got Paul Heyman doing a little bit talking for him, and now he's Brock Lesnar now at this point. He's like way more like Brock Lesnar. He's way more serious. Like he don't play around. You know, he ain't kissing no babies. He ain't slapping no hands. He's telling the fans to shut up. He's a little bit not quite as much as MJF, like where MJF just always telling them. Not that much, but still, you can make him a lot more short fuse, get a little bit more of a temper. Like he just like he can't take a joke, you know, kind of like that type of dude. You book that version of Brock, you book those two versions of Bron Breakker. He'd be the biggest star. With Roman Reigns and them gone, Bron Breakker, it'll be his seat. It'll be his company. I guarantee you, Bron Breakker in about 3-4 years. He'll be the top guy in WWE. Watch what he don't get on those steroids, don't get no trouble, keep his nose clean, his job, do what Triple H can tell him to do, play ball, be a professional. Man, Bron Breakker will be the best. He'd be the top dog in WWE. You build him up as Bill Goldberg, the top hero, good guy, make him turn on his father, make him flip, become like Scott Steiner, six pack, a lot of muscle head, Hell's Angel, motorcycle type of dude. And like just being arrogant, make everybody hate him. Then he's a real heel now. Who he's playing right now is not a heel. That's not a baby face. That's a tweener who's getting more of a baby face reaction on. So you might as well just make him turn him. If he's gonna be a baby face, just because the fans ain't booing him right now. He's not a bad guy. I know he want to be a bad guy, but Bron Breakker is not a heel like right now. He's not. That's not him. So just make him what he is. Just flip him over to let's make him be a good guy. So that's what he wants. Because you ain't gonna do nothing but just frustrate yourself, and the guy won't get over. You know, he's not gonna get over what they doing with him right now. I turn him, just flip him to a good guy, and just ride that wave. And then, like you said, you give us some dramatic effect. Just make him turn on his father, and just make him more vicious and more cocky. Snowman, I see you, man. I I got a lot of Randy Orton, yeah, '08, yeah, yeah. He's only 25, yeah, he's young. I think he's 26, 26, something like young dude. You know what I'm saying? So he got time, man. But I was like, but that's how you book it, man. You start him off as a face. Let's let him be a face. That's what he is. He's not a heel. I don't think you can say just Bron. Which one of y'all think the Bron Breakker is really a heel right now? He ain't. He's trying to be a heel, but he ain't. He can't be. It's hard for me to take a bad guy seriously wearing a singlet. I'm like, you got to take that thing off him. He's too much Rick Steiner right now. Looks too much like his dad. And then he's doing that, ooh, 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 ooh. The fans getting behind him. You know, he's doing all the things his father does in the ring. The belly to back suplex, the Einsteiner or whatever that thing is, the Frankensteiner. When he turns bad, take all of that out. Make him wrestle more like Lex Luger, make him slow down, make him more vicious in the ring, and make him way more cocky and make him have way more muscle. All right, y'all, that's my thoughts on Bron Breakker. He's definitely one of my favorite wrestlers. I enjoy watching him. I love his work, and I respect his father. I respect his uncle, the Steiner family. I was a huge Steiner Brothers fan. Brandon Love Sports. I'm out. Peace.